doesn't the department think that it is problematic that these oversights or omissions were were made in the first place? And have you
Well,
asked for an explanation?
a couple. I don't know the answer to the second question, but to your first question, I wouldn't automatically assume that. I don't think anyone should assume that it was. As I said, if there were things that should have been submitted that weren't, we obviously would have appreciated the opportunity to review them per the MOU. And but I am also not going to recreate history and sort of recreate the facts at the time about how a review would have played out if they had been. So I don't want to automatically assume that it would be problematic
No,
or that it was problematic.
the, no. The question isn't whether the actual specific donations were problematic because you don't know because they were never submitted to you for approval or
And I don't
disapproval.
think you should,
I'm not.
not you, but people
I'm not
should
assuming
assume
anything,
that's
but
why they weren't
isn't that
submitted.
in itself the fact that this happened problematic? Or maybe it's not. I don't know.
I just don't. I don't have much more for you on this. I
And
know there's a lot of reports coming out. I'm sure we'll be talking about this much more in the coming days and
and
weeks.
the other thing you say that this was a voluntary, this was undertaken
Correct.
voluntarily, but I mean, it was undertaken voluntarily only because she wanted the job, and she might not have gotten confirmed by the Senate had it not. That's not
I'm
really voluntary, is it?
I'm happy for you to talk to her or
Okay, but I just
to
want.
other folks on that about why she undertook this
Can
step.
you find? I mean, has the State Department to which these things were supposed to be reported, and maybe they weren't supposed to be reported. I don't know because my understanding was that it only applied to, at least in terms of the foundation, to government to government foreign governments giving money, and that individuals,
Any new donations or substantial
right,
increases
and
too.
that
So nothing ongoing. So I think,
but
yep, go
that
ahead.
individual donations and donations from charitable organizations were not required to be
I think
reported.
there's been
So
some question about what was supposed to and what wasn't, and so I'm trying to get a little more for you on that because I understand the importance of the questions, and I don't
okay.
want to misspeak here. So in general, that's why I sort of said where our thinking is on this, and if we have more to share, I'm
Okay.
happy to do so.
But mainly what I'm trying to find out is whether or not the actual donations were problematic or not. Isn't the fact that they weren't disclosed problematic? You say that you would have appreciated it, you would have
Right,
welcomed it had it happened, but it didn't happen.
right.
So is that a problem for the department? And are you asking for some kind of an explanation?
I just don't have much more for you on this today.